The U.S. trade deficit unexpectedly narrowed in January as demand for foreign oil and cars dropped. John Murphy, Vice President for International Affairs at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, joins us now from our Washington bureau with more. Mr. Murphy, welcome to Bloomberg News. Thanks for coming on today.
Great to be here.
Sir, as you know, President Obama is speaking today, export-import speech today at the bank. Have you had a chance to hear anything of what the president said, and can we get your reaction?
The president has hit a double, but he has yet to score on trade. In his State of the Union address, he set a great goal, first of all, to double U.S. exports within 5 years. This is an achievable goal. We've done it before. We can do it again. And having this goal will help concentrate minds within his new export promotion cabinet. Second, he's going to be able to call on great real-world experience from the likes of CEOs of Boeing and Xerox and others and the new advisory council he mentioned today. But the reason he has yet to put points on the board is that we're seeing no action on the pending trade agreements.
Why do you suppose that is, sir?
It's a difficult issue within the Democratic caucus in Congress. And yet, with the increasing focus on jobs here in this country, we're seeing more and more attention given to this issue, and we're hoping to break it loose. Because the reality is that if we don't move forward on the pending trade agreements with Korea and Colombia and Panama, the United States is likely to lose as many as 380,000 jobs because other countries, our chief competitors such as Europe and Canada, will be clinching trade agreements with those countries, and they'll have a significant competitive advantage in those markets.
On that theme, back for the U.S., what does it mean if we can double our exports over the next 5 years? What kind of economic fire will it light under the U.S.?
Well, it could be an incredible engine of job creation. What we've found in the past, that in periods when we've had vigorous export growth, such as the 5 years through 2008 when exports grew by 78%, we've seen significant hiring, and the companies that do export, they typically pay higher wages and better benefits, and they're able to outperform their competitors. So there's a win-win for the American economy.
And what industries have the most potential for driving U.S. export growth? Technology, of course, comes to mind.
The United States has all kinds of fantastic export industries. And yes, we're world leaders on innovative industries and technologies. We're also world beaters on services. We export $500 billion worth of services around the globe. No one else comes close to that, and we have a huge surplus in that area.
Mr. Murphy, talk to us about the Export-Import Bank. They said that they increased lending for solar, wind, and other clean energy technology exports. Lori was just talking about technology, to $101 million in the year ended September 30th. Is that the engine that is needed right now for job creation?
In the financial crisis of the past 18 months or so, the EXIM Bank played a really critical role because trade finance, which underwrites the sale of merchandise coming in and out of the country, pretty much dried up for a period there. So they stepped up and they filled the breach, and they deserve a great deal of credit. Now, trade finance is no longer in a crisis, and it's relatively easy. They have an important role going forward, but it's not going to be as critical as it was during those months.
John Murphy of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. He's the Vice President for International Affairs at the Chamber, joining us from Washington. Mr. Murphy, thank you so much. We appreciate it.